So Tamia,
Ryan.
you're part of the Syfy Sistas. What can you tell us about them?
I am a part of the Syfy Sistas. We are four Black women who love science fiction and fantasy, and we especially love Star Trek. I mean, it's our main thing, but we talk about lots of other things. And we have a podcast that we do that's dropped bi-weekly. We're in season 2 right now. And we also have a couple of groups on Facebook. So we do a book club, a bi-monthly book club, because we're all busy and who's got time to be in a monthly book club?
Yeah.
So we give you 2 months to read the book. And
maybe if it's a short book, then
even if it's a short book, the one we just read is like this thin right now. Like, I mean, it's it's a super duper thin book. And you got 2 months to read it, kids. So we do the book club, and we also have a group on Facebook called the Mothership, spelled kind of like George Clinton would spell it.
Same way Sistas is spelled.
Same way Sistas is spelled, Muthaship, the Mothership. And so that's our community spot that we wanted to create, because we were formed by not having a welcoming community in our own fandom, so that when we like to bring you our point of view, right? And we want to talk about science fiction and fantasy through our lens as experience and our experiences as Black women. And apparently that a lot of people just don't like that. And it gets on their nerves that we bring all this reality and stuff up into our fandom. So we said, screw you guys, we're going to make our own place. And we did. And that's the Mothership. And everybody is on the Mothership. We have all sorts of people from all sorts of fandoms and all different walks of life who just really want a positive, healthy place to geek out together. And that's what we do. And then, of course, we drop our podcast every couple of weeks.
Now,
but where do you drop it? Where could people if they wanted to listen to, let's say somebody's watching this or listening to this and they're like, man, I would love to listen to that podcast.
This is where Tamia leans over to the side a tiny bit and says it right there, because we can only see no other direction. Right there it is.
There. So you can go anywhere podcasts are played, Spotify, Apple. We even have a YouTube channel, and of course our website and the Trek Geeks website. Excuse me. Nice,
Trek Geeks.
Sorry.
That's okay. We love Trek Geeks, and you are one of their main squeezes.
We are. We are part of the Trek Geeks podcast network. So you can go to syfysistas.com or trekgeeks.com, and you can hear all of our stuff for free, or anywhere else you download your podcasts. And we ask that please, please, please give us a like, rate us, subscribe, put comments in.
And when she says raid, she means RATE, you guys. Don't go stealing their stuff. They're like, here we come. We're pillaging the Syfy Sistas.
Please don't. You have to go a couple of different places in the United States to make that happen. So
yeah. So everybody check out the Syfy Sistas. There was one other thing that you mentioned in there that kind of piqued my interest, and maybe Michael's too, but you said second season. You mean podcasts can have seasons? We just thought you just keep going forever, nonstop.
Keep going.
What's the season about?
We're allowed to have seasons on podcasts. So we found that out of necessity. When we all got really, really busy and could not record anymore. And we're like, hey, let's have a season. We've seen it happen on other shows, and it's really effective.
Season 1. Yeah.
And so we had the end of season 1, and then we opened up season 2 with Nana Visitor, with the interview with Nana Visitor.
Wow.
Which was really exciting, because she was amazing and so gracious and lovely. And as we were all trying to not fangirl too hard, but of course we were.
So everybody at home, Nana Visitor is a Star Trek actor. All three of us like Star Trek a lot. That's kind of, how we found out about the Syfy Sistas and all that kind of stuff. So sorry, this podcast is Star Trek heavy, but remember, Star Trek's paramount as well. So it's all relevant. It's all family here.
Family.
Speaking of which, speaking of doing this,